What's going on, you guys? So check it right. It seems like Stay Low has struck again, and if you don't know what I'm referring to, well, I'm talking about the new song that Flvme just put out with Diamonds and 25K, only for it to get taken down the following day. Now, for all of this to make sense, I think it's best if we talk about Flvme for a bit. So when discussing Flvme, I think it must be stated that he's an individual that tends to make empty promises when it comes to him dropping his albums. Now, for the longest of times, he's teased us with Winter Nights, which was supposed to be his sophomore album after Candyman, but it never came. Now, in all fairness, we had COVID and lockdown around that time, which definitely had a lot of artists in limbo. So him not living up to his promise was justified in my opinion. So cool, time passed, and during 2023 he got robbed, and unfortunately the laptop that got stolen contained files for Winter Nights. Now that prompted him to redirect into a new direction, where we saw him drop The Lost Pack Volume 1 as well as Note to Self. Now both these projects were pretty much a consolation prize for his fans, pretty much a way to keep his fans fed until he drops his sophomore album. Now with him coming up with a new strategy, he then started to tease a new album titled Black and White, which became his new sophomore album instead of Winter Nights. Now the thing about Flvme is that I think that once he starts working on an album, he gets too excited and can't help but hype up the project prematurely. I mean, throughout 2024 he teased Black and White, and yet nothing dropped. We're now in 2025 and Flvme is once again teasing the album, but with no release dates announced. Now the thing is, fans are eventually going to get tired with the constant teasing, because it's like they're getting hyped up for nothing. Now unfortunately Flvme and his camp don't know how to read the room, and I say that because not so long ago they teased another joint from Black and White, and the snippet really blew up to the point where fans were once again hounding Flvme for a release date. Now the thing is, Flvme leaned into the hype by saying things like, "Any day from now, sorry for the wait, I'm about to drop my second album, turn on notifications, #Black and White album." So cool, it's the regular teasing from Flvme. I mean, it's kind of expected, but then he goes on and tweets this. Now obviously this had fans feeling like they were played once again, because it's like, how are you gonna tease us and not drop? I mean, one user even went as far as to mute Flvme because he's clearly tired of the antics, and he said the following: "Y'all will let me know when he decides to grow up." And Flvme responded by saying, "Acting like you're gonna make this album go platinum in 24 hours is even crazier." Now that was a crazy reply from Flvme, but yeah. Now this was just one comment from many, where fans have finally had enough with Flvme, and I understand their frustration. I mean, the nigga is super talented, but the empty promises don't help him in any way. Now, because of the backlash he was receiving, he came out with the following post saying, "I understand everyone's frustrations. It makes me even more frustrated that I have to see it daily, but just trust and respect the process, please." Now, 4 days later after this post, we got a new single from Flvme titled Count Up, which features Diamonds and 25K, and I must say that the record is too nice and it's too clean, with Flvme on the hook, as well as Mizo and Klilo dropping solid verses. Now unfortunately the record got taken down, as I mentioned earlier, which had a lot of fans complaining and wondering why it got removed. Now coincidentally, on the same day it got taken down, we had Vaughn from Stay Low come out with the following statement saying, "It's quite straightforward. Speedster reached out, we did the paperwork and cleared the production and features for his release. That is all that needs to happen. It's actually just that simple, normal music business practice." So after seeing that, I decided to ask him the following question: was the same procedure followed for the other release? And I'm referring to obviously the track with Flvme, Diamonds and 25K. And he responded by saying, "If a song is taken down, it means that no procedure was followed. If there is a song that is out without clearance, at the same point league will find it and deal with it accordingly." So you guys get what's going on here. Stay Low took the record down because Diamonds is still signed under them, and Flvme apparently didn't follow the same procedure that Speedster did. Now the thing is, Flvme is really close with both Zuji and Mizo, and I can imagine that his loyalty definitely lies with them. Now because of that, I don't think having a conversation with Stay Low would be as easy on his end like it was with Speedster. I mean, we know Zoocci has refused to comply with the label, but if Flvme wants the music out, then business needs to get sorted out first, even if it's with people that Zoocci doesn't mess with. Now, with that said, it also seems like things might have been rushed on Flvme's end, because according to one of the producers that works closely with him, while the record was supposed to drop on Monday the 28th, but it ended up dropping a week early, leading me to think that things were rushed either to please the fans, or the drop was rushed to bypass getting clearance from Stay Low. Either way, it's not a good look. So hopefully Flvme can take the necessary time and effort to follow the correct protocol with Stay Low, because I'm sure his album contains production and features from Zoocci, and maybe more features from Diamonds, and plus it's also being curated by Zoocci. So if Flvme really wants to drop his album, he'll definitely need to do his due diligence and get things cleared the right way. Until then, I personally think it's best if he holds off from hyping up the album until the business side is handled, because if he keeps on making more empty promises, then it'll lead to more fans getting frustrated. But with that said, you guys let me know your thoughts on this. What did you make of the whole Flvme situation, and do you think it's time that he complies with Stay Low as well? Comment down below. Anyways guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.